Today, it's all about NAD and its role in anti-aging. NAD IV therapy is getting a lot of attention these days. We're seeing social media, famous singers, actors, and Hollywood types getting NAD IV therapy, and for good reason. In our practice at Halo, NAD is a big part of our integrative approach towards cellular health. So what's the big deal about NAD? Until around a decade ago, when NAD plus research came into the mainstream, mostly as supplements, NAD didn't get much attention. However, longevity and anti-aging research have been studying NAD, specifically how dropping levels affect aging. So NAD has been an important field of study in the science of slowing down the aging process. And within the last decade, a lot of NAD products were launched, all of them in supplement form. The effectiveness of oral supplementation of NAD+, meaning how much of it gets absorbed into your system, well, the absorption was not fully understood, but we knew that it still had benefits. Researchers found really encouraging results in mice who got NAD supplementation. You can find this information published online, and it's pretty unbelievable to see. Older mice who were losing their hair, slowing down, and not using the hamster wheel, a relatively short period of time after receiving NAD+, these mice started growing back their hair and acting like younger mice. Incredibly cool. So let's back up and talk about what NAD is and what it does for your body. Well, it's a really important molecule for life. Anything alive has NAD, and if you don't have NAD in your body, you'd be dead in less than a minute. NAD is used by your body for all of your cells, and as we get older, our NAD declines, and that's really bad because the sirtuins, the defense and repair enzymes, they need NAD to work, and we don't have enough for the sirtuins to work well. That's when we start succumbing to aging. What are sirtuins? Sirtuins are proteins that protect the body's functioning in a lot of ways, and that makes them important for aging. However, they rely on NAD and can't do their job without it. Sirtuins regulate your metabolism, stress resistance, and other cellular functions that contribute to whether you're aging fast or at a slower pace. As NAD declines, sirtuins can't do their job well, so you want to keep your NAD levels up. The bad news is this: by the age of 50, we're only producing about half of the NAD we did in our 20s. Let's go back to all those famous people putting their photos of their IV infusions of NAD on social media. Research over the decade has shown the absorption and effectiveness of NAD as an oral supplement is not great, maybe 5% of what you take in. So you have to take a ton of pills to get much benefit. And if you're buying NAD supplements online, the quality can be questionable. IV infusions, which we've been providing to our clients for many years, the IV infusion delivers NAD directly into your bloodstream, where it can be more effective. And an IV infusion will raise your NAD level very quickly. Usually, there's 3 or 4 IV treatments over a short period of like a week or two to get those levels back up. If you're just starting NAD supplementation, IV therapy is a really good way to get your levels up quickly to where you want them at the level your body was making them in your 20s. However, here's the thing about NAD IV infusions: they are expensive, and there's a limit to the effectiveness of NAD IV therapy. After the infusion, the levels can't be sustained in your body. Because NAD is such an important molecule, your body uses it up very quickly, and unfortunately, we cannot orally supplement NAD because NAD is a very big molecule and it just cannot get broken down and absorbed into your body in a useful manner. Going back to the biochemistry of where NAD comes from, your cells make it from NMN. NMN is a molecule naturally occurring in your body. The conversion of NMN to NAD is a critical step for boosting NAD naturally. If you give a cell NMN, it will be taken up by the transporter into the cell and then quickly converted into NAD in one step. The good news is NMN is something we can supplement in the body, and it's well absorbed. It's been discovered that taking 1 gram of NMN for 10 days will double the level of NAD in a person's cells, and 2 grams a day will triple it. There are other ways to supplement NAD+, with nasal sprays and even intramuscular and subcutaneous injections. So what do we recommend at Halo regarding NAD? So we recommend using IV therapy to get your NAD level up to its optimal level, and then using oral NMN supplementation to keep it there. NMN is the best way to let your body do what it does naturally to make NAD. For us, it's all about getting to the root of things, and that means getting to the cellular level to address aging, and that's what NMN does. That's it for today. If you want to learn more about integrative aesthetics and regenerative medicine, follow us and subscribe to our blog.